day. So, okay. I have okay, so welcome to Community Coffee. Thank you to Salt Fork Event Center for hosting this morning. Yay to them. And yay to this beautiful space, right? Just so you all know, tours are going to be happening after Community Coffee this morning, so make sure that you stick around for that if you have not already been on a tour. Right, okay, so they kind of want us to use this. This is a brand new stage, so you guys need to be visualizing what we could do here as Alva, what your organization could do, what dreams we could come up with, what big events we could host here in Alva, because we're going to be in complete support of the Salt Fork Event Center to get things going, even more so than the really great enthusiasm that we have going on right now. So welcome, thank you guys for coming. This is a great turnout. This week, you want to do our announcements first or theirs? Okay, we're going to let you guys go.
Here, we'll let Larry welcome you.
Well, thank you, and I really say this with all sincerity. I really enjoyed the opportunity to host this because we got to showcase our stage. That's a new piece of inventory that we'll have, and so setting it up. I know Jody said, you didn't set that up for us. Well, I kind of did because you've got to unbox it, make sure that everything worked all right, and so I really do love that. And of course, we're looking forward to our next event that's going to happen the week after next, which is Grassland Summit. Kate Decker is putting that on, and so that stage and the podium, the setup that you have here is going to be exactly what she has, and she kind of curtailed what she wanted, so it doesn't, it won't actually go down unless we have another booking in here, and we could possibly have another booking in there, but it goes together really super fast and super easy once we get the whole staff to figure out how to work in unison. And but we really welcome that, and with that I'll let this is Amy Williams. A lot of people know her, which is awesome. She knows a lot of people, and she's our marketing and outreach coordinator. And then we have Jalen Spady. Now Jalen's been around for quite a while. She actually worked for the Alva Arena Authority, and so she has a lot of history and a lot of knowledge about what the building was from its get-go. So very, very happy to have these two ladies on board, and they've been excellent. And so with that, I'll let these guys say hi.
Well, hello everybody. I'm so glad that you guys could spend your morning with us. So I'm Jalen Spady, the event coordinator here, and just to give you guys a little spiel of what we have going on. Right now we have 16 events on our calendar, and some of those are weddings, banquets, and conferences, and that will be taking place in our 19,000 square feet 90 grade room, which is the room you'll all are in. We also have rodeos booked, which will be utilizing the main arena, the expo hall for some of them for trade shows, and our secondary arena and stall barn, and even one of them will possibly be the association's rodeo finals, which they might be using this room for a back member ceremony, which I think is really exciting. We also have some livestock shows on the calendars, which will be in the expo hall, and our expo hall is equipped with 281 livestock pens and wash bays. So yeah, we have a lot going on, and when I give you guys some tours later, I'd be more than happy to give you some more details of that and answer any questions you have. So thank you guys.
Good morning, my name is Amy. I grew up in Kiowa, but strangely enough, my family, I would say strangely enough, it's wonderful, but bizarre, another 5 daughters. How crazy that 4 of my daughters gravitated over here to Alva. Amaray is my oldest daughter, and I have 2 at Northwestern and a 3rd enrolled. She graduates this weekend. And then my sophomore just came over into the high school tour, and so she'll be here this fall. So I'm really excited to be formally part of the community, although I'm just going to say for decades I've already committed and told people I'm from the region, so I'm happy to be here for sure, formally and officially. But as far as marketing and outreach goes, they obviously go hand in hand. I'm excited and obviously inundated with rebuilding the infrastructure and working on brand design and a website and everything. And so we're neck deep in that right now. But then also we were gifted, Norval invited us, and we were ecstatic to be able to go to the Oklahoma Tourism Conference, and that really just ignited a fire in us as well, because we know that we're going to be working closely, with the state officials and just people around the region, but being able to tell people the resources that there are here now. When Jalen and Larry, especially Jalen, on a daily basis, when people are calling her from all over the United States, and we're getting phone calls from South Dakota and Arizona and Texas, we're going to be bringing people here that have never ever been here before, and we're hoping that they're going to want to come back time after time after time. And part of them coming here isn't just walking through the doors here. We want them to know everything that not just Alva, but the whole region has to offer, and we're going to put together obviously resources for them, but they need caterers, and they need, groceries, and they need places to stay and to sleep. They want But they want entertainment. Everybody asks, what is there to do here? What is there to do here? And there's so much to do here. And so that's going to be another portion of my passion, is to be able to tell them that there are all kinds of things that they can do here. And if they're on their way to, places that they definitely want to stop here in Alva and take advantage of everything that it has to offer. So that's basically what I've been working on, and I'm not sure anything else, but we're happy to answer questions, and we're really excited to take you on a tour if you haven't been here yet.
Thank you all. Thank you for hosting again. Thanks for the information. And isn't this awesome that this is, I just remember a year and a half ago coming to the groundbreaking ceremony and being a part of that, like just being a fly on the wall watching what was happening here. And before that, like what was it? Like 10 years before that, it was a vision. And all it was a vision. And now here it is, and it's come to pass. And that to me, it shows like if we just have a vision. I remember, it doesn't, do you need it? Do we need it? We're live. No, okay. Good. If we just have a vision, it is the thought that goes through my mind. I remember thinking in that moment, watching the groundbreaking, there is a verse in the Bible that says, write the vision and make it plain so that the runners can run with it. And though it may tarry, wait for it, for in due time it will come to pass. And I love that that is exactly what has happened here. And what else can happen? What else can happen if we just have the vision? So those thoughts and those dreams that we have in our heads about things that we want to happen, I mean, we can make them happen, right? This is proof of that. So way to go, everyone who was on the arena, who is on the arena authority, who had anything to do with making this come together. I would love to see the people in this room who had any part of putting this together. Come on, come on. Everybody did. You guys did. You guys did. Okay, so you wanted me to tell. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about, I want to talk about, tourism and visitors and calls that we get. So this week we had a call in the visitor center, and it was kind of fun. It was someone that is taking a cross-country trip, and they called Alva Chamber and they said, hey, we want to know what there is to do in the area. Can you send us everything that you have? We are visiting every state. We're visiting all 50 states, and what we want to do is we want to come to Alva. Like Alva. What? Picked Alva. Like of all the places you're taking us, and they picked Alva. You're taking a 50-state tour, and they are choosing to come to Alva. How cool is that? That's really awesome. And so we now, like, it's sending out everything. And so it's having that love, that passion for Alva and what we have to offer in this area. And I hope that everyone just goes and runs with that you see the bright spots. I mean, you guys are here at Community Coffee, so you all do. But rubbing that off on everybody else that you're around.
So if you look around the room and how much this has kind of grown in the last couple of years and the things that we're doing, I want everybody to kind of think about the spark that it takes. And we get a lot of credit for like, hey guys, you can do things well. Well, it's not that we're putting like a ton of effort into just showing people what's happened. You know, that shouldn't be hard work. And everybody in this room is doing the same thing on your own little, platforms. So with that being said, the spark that's being generated and the ability will come and the people behind it, motivation, that is already rippling. And I don't know if you can feel it, but I sure feel it. And it's not just from our standpoint, but you're seeing all of these lively things happening in Alva and all this growth and success and all of these ideas that are popping up. And it's a really beautiful place to be right now. And if you're not excited, something's wrong with you. So we also partner quite a bit with our Alva Tourism Committee, and we've got some ideas coming forth. We do a presentation for them next week to talk about how we can partner with them on some bigger things and bring about and get a logo and a slogan and start bringing people here and really, really highlighting everything that's around us. So I talked to Melissa about the Salt Plains Refuge and how, hey, we can make a day trip for somebody and we can come here and we can do some education or some family stuff, get people off of their phones, get people to realize that, the one-on-one connection is really what matters. And I think that everybody in this room, we already did that, right? So making those connections outside of here is part of what Community Coffee is. So next month, invite a friend. Get one more person here to start their ripple so they can see that, hey, we got a lot of juices flowing around here, right? So anyway, that's kind of where our heart and passion is. And so when we have a down day and we're like, okay, this is a lot. We have one person that we like our spark and says, hey, thank you. We appreciate what you're doing. Or, hey, here's another idea, which we can't have very many ideas. But the point is that little spark, we need it, you guys need it, everybody in the community needs it, right? The Braves needs it. They need a spark. And they need the reminder. And they need the person in this room that says, we got a good thing going. We're good. We're making things happen. And everybody in this room is part of that, and we thank you for it.
Talking about being on phones, we were noticing at Fiesta Stroll a couple of weeks ago, we were just chatting afterwards, and Megan had said, this is the bus. I was like, no, it wasn't. Look around.
People were laughing.
I was like, people are communicating. Look at these kids. They're not on their phones. They're not playing video games. This is awesome. So show up to the events. And you guys are the ones who do show up. So,
okay, also in the room today, we did not know it, and he did, but we have a casual Carl day. And he made it to a non-legislative exhibition just because he cared, right? He may have gotten very confused, but he cares. So if you do have any questions, anything you want to talk about, we don't have a lot of big announcements. We have a lot of really amazing graduates.
Graduation is tonight at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow is the send-off for Miss Northwestern Teen at the Daisy Village. Tomorrow also is Nam and Pops is having their summer fun kickoff, which is going to be out at the fairgrounds. So if you have kiddos or grandkids, or maybe you want to go and play in the bounce houses, go out there and check that out because that will be a lot of fun. There's also Creature Concerns is also having a paint fundraiser, a Tasty Artist paint fundraiser. So that's at the news. If you have not registered for that, but you want to, I'm sure that they can get you signed up. It's actually in our newsletter. If you're not signed up for our newsletter at alvaok.net, you can get signed up. And it's also on our website at alvaok.net on our events calendar. So there's a QR code that you can get signed up for that. If you want to go paint tomorrow, yes.
Also, Bank It for the Chamber is not necessarily for us, it's for Christmas. So I know it's a little early for that, but Bank It is raising money for the Christmas event to try to grow that, get some more stuff down there. And so if you want to stop by any of the local banks, they're all participating and they're all matching a portion of the funds that you donate. So $1 turns into $2. Most of them have a cap, and that's great. But anyway, a little bit can go a long way.
And so now we want to open it up for community events. I told Scott that he needs to talk because he's got something going on next week.
Well, I don't need a microphone, I don't think. But I'll just, real quick, we've got an open enrollment course in what's called the Working Genius. The Working Genius is a program about productivity, how to be a more productive group in our work. That work may be your marriage, that work may be church, that work may be volunteering. Work necessarily isn't a job, it's the things we may do. So I've got an open enrollment 2-hour course on the 18th next week here at the Northwest Technology Center here in Alva. And then 2 days later, I've got one in the Fairview campus. And then back in June or later into June on, bear with me, the 16th, I have a 4-hour class of the Working Genius Open.
Go to that one, so sign up.
That's right, I've got 2 enrollments. I need more enrollments in that class with Megan. She'd love to have all of you join her on that. And then that's also a course that if you as an organization would like to have something brought to you, we can bring that as a custom course to you. So that's all I got.
The chamber board is actually considering, maybe brought this up last week at our meeting, having our chamber board go and do it as a board so that we can continue to grow and learn how each of us works together and continue to make the chamber board. If you are a chamber board member, please raise your hand. And thank you for being here. We have an incredible board, and we're very proud of everybody on it.
Any other community announcements?
Melissa.
I'll use the microphone because I'm losing my voice so much. My name is Melissa Rebel. I'm the Visitor Services Specialist at Salt Plains National Wildlife Refuge. I do all of our outreach, communication, education for the refuge, and I did like that idea of vision, and so I brainstorm a lot with people of what events they want and what they want us to do. So if there's any way that the refuge can support you and help connect people to the outdoors, please reach out. We're more than willing to brainstorm. But the event that we have coming up is our Youth Fishing Derby. It's the first Saturday in June, June 6th, from 9 to 11 a.m. It's our 31st Youth Fishing Derby, which is crazy. And you do not need to have experience fishing or anything at all. We have all the poles, and we have free prizes, and we have all the baits. So just please come, and it will be a fun time.
Also, can you tell us a little bit about what the refuge is seeing as far as tourism in your location? Like what we could capitalize on?
Yeah, so for tourism for us, we get about 100,000 visitors a year. And for our visitors, we do an annual visitor survey, not through us, but through a partner organization every 5 years. And with that survey that we just completed, I don't have the results of the most recent one, but the last one, most of our visitors are driving at least 1 hour to visit us. But most of our visitors, when I talk to them, they are out of state or even out of the country. So they need a place to stay, they need a place to eat, they want to go shopping, they want to see what other things that they can do. And there's a lot of different things that they're doing while visiting the refuge. The majority is selenite crystal digging, which is a big fun activity that you guys should all check out.
Only place in the world.
And then for other activities that are highlight, bird watching, reviewing wildlife are highlight as well. So you might know things like eagles, or you might be excited to see sandhill cranes. Also, we're known for hunting. We have several draw hunts on our refuge, 6 I believe, so we have butte, muzzleloader, 2-gun, and archery. Oh, okay, maybe that's 5. And then we also have a public hunting area, so walk-in hunting for waterfowl, sandhill crane, dove, things like that. So that's open to anyone during that season if you have a hunting license. And then fishing as well is a big activity, but again, we have a lot of visitors, so we want to be there for people, but we also want to highlight Alva. That is a place that I do send people because there are a lot of opportunities of things to do, places to eat, and shop, and everything like that. So please keep us in mind.
Thank you.
I'm back here because I saw that Kelly had his hand raised with the mic, but I did want to say, just off of what Melissa said, I have the question, who has never been salt crystal digging? Will you be?
What? Kelly!
To the salt plains, and we're taking our city manager, former mayor, to go salt crystal digging. If anybody wants to come along, who also, okay, there's other people who have never been. Claudia is coming on this trip. She's never been. Amaranth, have you been? Yes. Yes. Yes, see, like, and you gotta, like, sometimes it's like we haven't done something since we were a kid. We should go do this thing, like, go do it. You know, the things that we have in our area and experience the things that we have in our area. Because we are the center of 3 state parks. Like, how cool is that? And have you been there? And when was the last time that you've been there so that you can tell people about it? I'm sorry for calling you out, Kelly. But hey, thanks for being honest. That was really awesome. See, and now guys, we know that Kelly is honest.
More than I bargained for. I have been to the salt plains. I just haven't done for the crystals. Wanted to let everybody know that we're really excited. This is going to be our first full year of operations for the Corey Washburn Family Memorial Swimming Pool. So we will open up Memorial Day. Really excited about that. Also, as far as folks coming to town, we have we had a really good turnout for our tournament last weekend, over 1,000 people at the recreation complex. We've got another tournament this weekend, a one-day tournament this weekend, and then at the end of May, on the 30th, we have 35 teams already signed up for a one-day tournament. And so going to be a lot of baseball going on out there. And yeah, just wanted to let everybody know about that. Come out, enjoy the youth activities, and we hope to see a lot of unfamiliar faces in town next week.
Any other community announcements? Nescatunga is what she said. Nescatunga is first weekend in June. I used to think that it was the first weekend after Memorial Day, but it's the first weekend in June. And so make sure that you head out there to the rec park for that, to check out Nescatunga. They are completely full on vendors. Their indoor vendors are completely packed out. There's no more room for that. We get people calling the chamber office asking, and that's what I've heard that. And then, so come out there, check out those vendors, check out who's coming to town on that sort of thing. So very, very awesome. Thank you for continuing the tradition of Nescatunga.
Then looking on down the road, we've got Crazy Days and Big Cruise happening on July 18th. That'll be the next big plug that we have. So basically we've got something going on every month. So.
Also, our birthday party.
Oh, yes.
So the chamber is turning 90 years old in June, on June 24th. So
we're having a party.
Birthday party.
We're having a party downtown, games, food, all the things, and all our chamber board. We'll have some giveaways, so we're going to be promoting that. Oh, also as far as tourism goes, we're working on a campaign called Hype Your Hometown. And what that is we're going to try to solicit as many positive Google reviews, TripAdvisor reviews, Yelp reviews from all of our people, because what our thought process is, okay, if somebody Googles Northwest Oklahoma and they see 1 billion different positive reviews for Alva, which one are they going to pick? And each one of us can do that. The Google reviews are so easy to do. You look up Over Drug and you hit, hey, I want to give them a 5-star, and you write something nice about it. You send us a screenshot and we're going to give away a whole bunch of money. We don't know that yet. We're going to be really excited. And so you're going to send that to us, you'll be entered to win, but it's going to be where, you just keep on hyping your hometown with all the different businesses that you interact with every time. Hopefully, each business will have a QR code where it'll directly link, like your person that comes in to shop or whoever, you can send it to them right to Google. They can just click it, say, hey, I love this place. And then we're hyping the hometown for this event center, for all the things happening now. That's the point. Anyway,
so put your positive pants on to go hype your hometown.
Right. Newsletter. Also, we've got a lot of job openings now. I know Northwestern has a bunch of job openings, so our newsletter, we have a whole section job openings. So if you know somebody looking or if you're looking, please go there. Also, all of our summer youth activities, we've got a whole section in our newsletter about summer programs. So if we've got kids or grandkids that don't even live here that you want to bring for a week or so to a camp, we've got lots of those.
The event center is looking for a groundskeeper. So if you know someone who would be a good fit, send them their way. Info is on their Facebook page as well as in the newsletter. So, anybody else? Yes. Oh, voting, June 16th. Yeah, we'll vote. You want to talk about any of that? Anybody want to talk about it? Here's a platform. If you want to talk about the school, or if you want to talk about anything else? We got some mics. We've also got music events coming up. Always check out what's going on at ABC and Nightlife because there is always something happening there. I think that's it. We'll stop rambling.
Yeah,
thank you all for coming.
Take the time.
Networking us up late.
I just want to mention, just say real quick while you guys are talking about all the tourism stuff, that when people call and talk to Jalen, we funnel everybody to her who wants to know what spaces, and we're going to take you on a tour. We hope you all stay for it. But there are so many spaces here. It's not just these 4 or 5 rooms that you see. There are a lot of other spaces. Our beautiful conference center, our conference room, and everything else. We'll talk about that while we're walking around. But when people talk to Jalen and they say that they want to come here, what is there to do? Of course, I just tell them from my own personal experience, which they've already done all the hard work, and the directory that you guys have put together and the way it's organized is going to make everything easy for us when we finally are able to plug all of our website and all of our stuff in. But when people ask what there is to do here, it is very simple and easy to tell them all of the things that there are. Somebody asked if there was a place to get the haircut, and I'm like, there are a whole bunch of them. But, being able to tell people, Jalen had a person contact her about bringing 3 Greyhound buses full of people here for a conference, and where would they eat, and who could feed them, and of course they already get to see where they could stay. What other things could they do? Because they plan in downtime so that people can explore and entertain themselves. And they did talk about going to the Salt Plains, and there's the stockade at the Medicine Lodge there, and obviously the sand dunes, and there are all these places. But to tell them, what do you have? We have a brand new, beautiful swimming pool. We have the nightlight, which, by the way, I've taken every single family member that's old enough to go. I've taken my 75-year-old mom to like 4 of the concerts there. So we love going there for all of the music. And there's homemade pie here in town. There is, if you didn't know, which I hope you do know, the world's best popcorn down on the square. I've told people everywhere I've lived. I lived in Stillwater in Kansas City in Northwest Arkansas, and I've told them Alva, Oklahoma has the world's best popcorn. I think they should put a sign on the door. I really do. And then the secondary, they do play really good movies and stuff as well, but they've got the best popcorn. But it's very, very easy to promote Alva and tell everybody all of the neat things that there are here. All the fun things that you guys do. The tacos were phenomenal the other night. Amaray and I came and they were delicious. So yeah, easy to promote and to tell people that when you come here, there's a lot to do.